People on the Block is all about people working and the work they do. Howdy, howdy, hi there, it's Mimi with People on the Block. And today we're going to interview Lekicha. She's a nails expert. So Lekicha, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Georgetown, Texas, but I'm originally from Puerto Rico.
That's far away.
That's really far. Countries, the ocean. I don't like to take a boat, so it's like 5 hours on a plane.
How often do you go back?
I try to go about every year. I actually get to go pretty soon in December. I haven't gone all year. Last time I went last year was in January. So if you really think about it, it's like 2 years without going back. So I'm so prepared to go. It's a time.
Next question, what brought you to Texas?
So my parents are also originally from Puerto Rico. They came down here because they wanted to just see what kind of Texas is all about. I mean, it's the biggest state in the United States. So they kind of gave me a better opportunity to be able to go to school, learn new things. Even though I could have done the same thing in Puerto Rico, there's a lot of people there. It's a lot. It's really, I love them. I love all my family. I wish I could be living over there. But over here, I did get a much better opportunity. Like, I was able to get my cosmetology school paid for. So I was able to get my licensing basically because I got to come to Texas in a sense. I studied the whole time, got my licensing, and just Texas has treated me very well.
So how did you become a professional in nail stylist?
I started all of this with watching my mom do nails. So actually when we did get here to Texas, my mom was originally doing nails in Puerto Rico. So she brought all of that over here to Texas, all the cool styles and the glitter and the flowers and the funky colors and all of this. So she was doing clients all up until maybe I was in middle school. After that, I started starting to touch and dabble into her products. But my mom had everything from Puerto Rico, never really bought anything over here. She came with like a suitcase full of nail stuff. I messed up so many brushes, so many acrylics, so many polishes, completely damaged them to where they weren't, like she would get mad at me and told me, get out of my nail stuff. You're not allowed to use it. So I was like, can you buy me some? Or can you show me how to do it? That way I don't mess up your stuff. So she started showing me the basics on how to do nails, what not to do, how to cut them, how to paint them, how to do little flowers and details. But there was always one thing that I didn't like. Her style of nail flow, how she controlled things, the designs and stuff that she picked. There's a point where I started I'm gonna start doing my own thing. So I kept doing my nails in my room, but the reason why she stopped doing nails is because the products were starting to affect her.
So how did you start to become a professional stylist?
So whenever I would be in my room doing my nails, my mom absolutely not hated, but would not like me to use the monomer inside of the house because it is a strong smell and it will stay for a little bit. It does smell like a nail salon. But I was able to, with my own money in my apartment complex, get a little storage. It was hot, no ventilation. It had one door, and I had all my stuff in there, all my arts and crafts. But I also had a table, my nail file, my drills, and all my polishes. Mind you, for nails, there has to be a certain temperature. You can't have it in the heat. You can't have it too cold because it will mess with the chemicals inside of the nail polishes and the acetone and the alcohol. So I had all my products in here. My mom would be, why are you in there for so long? I would always be in there practicing. Before I even got a client, I'd always be doing my own nails. I would do nails really long, really short, curved, big, wide, colorful, things that I don't know why I did it, but I was practicing. My whole thing is, if you don't practice, it's not going to be perfect. But it's also never going to be perfect because we're always learning. So even now, I still feel like I am faulty in some things, but because I have practiced since then, it has made it everything better. So with all that being said, after a while of being in my storage, just me, I started doing nails for $5, $10. I was just trying to see if girls from my school would come to me in high school and get their nails done. And some of them were taking up on the offer. I'm glad they did, because looking back at the nails, I wouldn't have gotten them done. But I'm glad that they trusted and supported me to be able to, and believed in me to be able to continue doing their nails. And some of those girls are still with me now, paying me and tipping me and appreciating me for how long I've been doing it for. They stuck through me when I wasn't licensed, which is unfortunate. At least they were my little like models for whenever I was starting, and they stuck with me whenever I was licensed. It kind of was like the support is what brought me here. If these girls didn't believe or support in me, I probably wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now.
Today's episode is brought to you in part by our friends over at Love Thai Cuisine. Love Thai Cuisine is an amazing restaurant that offers both lunch and dinner options for Austinites, out-of-towners, and picky foodies. It's a culinary experience that comes right out of Thailand. Love Thai Cuisine presents to you the true spirit of Thai dining, street food, and also modern interpretations. The cuisine is designed to be a culinary and authentic celebration of the foods of Thailand. If you're hungry for pad thai, golden noodles, khao soi, Penang curry, rice balls, you can wash it down with some delicious Thai tea. Love Thai Cuisine, conveniently located in South Austin on Brody Lane. Love Thai Cuisine, because everyone needs love.
So, Lekicha, how did you become a professional in nail stylist? When was the start point?
The starting point was around middle school when I started getting and dabbling into certain things that my mom had. Messed up a couple of her products. Don't worry. I went ahead and redeemed her back, give her free nails all the time, do her toes and everything. But back to what I was saying is, I was starting to practice throughout middle school. In high school, there was a cosmetology class that I could have taken. Unfortunately, me being a freshman, I was one of the last ones on the list that unfortunately didn't get to make it into the class. And you had to take all 4 years to become a licensed cosmetologist. So unfortunately, I didn't get to do it. I went through school just going into the class at times. I still got a couple hours in some teaching. So I would start doing nails and practicing on people at school. They confided in me and trusted and believed in me for me to continue doing it throughout high school. Once I graduated at 17 from high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do for reals. I thought that I had to go to college. I had to get into a trade. I had to start working instantly. But I really had a desire to do hair, makeup, be at events, teach people, learn how to do new things. So the recruiters for Paul Mitchell actually were walking around the campus on the last day of graduation. And I signed up. They emailed me in the summertime to join. I emailed them back, sent them a resume of why I want to go. That resume probably speaks more truth to why I have started all of this. But they accepted me to go to the school. I went throughout cosmetology school learning hair, learning makeup. We dabbled into nails, but for cosmetology school, they taught you how to be a manicurist, not a nail technician. A nail technician comes with certifications and other procedures and other offers that I got offered to be able to do what I do, to be able to draw what I draw, and the products that I use, going to professional places to get professional products. That's been the best part of me being an nail tech and how I started. Mm-hmm. It is a difference. There's manicurists, there's technicians, and then there's nail techs or even nail artists. I consider myself a nail artist or a nail tech because of the fact that I'm always drawing. I want to amplify art into their hands. I want it to be unique to them. That's why my business name is Uniquely Pretty. Underneath it, it's Nails by Lecky, because who's doing the nails? Me. Yes. So it kind of all corresponds. I want the nails that they get to, they look at them and they're like, okay, these nails are me. I like how these nails, they vibe with me. They match my style. My nails are always long and extra and colorful and blinged out. I have most of my clients, they want to have a fresh slate, just one color, maybe what I have even right now. But that's something that they appreciate, that's something that they are wanting, and it's unique to them. So it's something really beautiful to make other people feel beautiful or feel confident in themselves. I really like that.
That's nice. What advice would you give it to someone who's interested in to become a nail stylist like you?
Actually, that's a really good question. I have one girl currently right now that is taking classes with me to be able to learn how to do application. So a bit of advice that I give is definitely take into making sure that you're practicing. It's better to know how to build a base and a structure than to know how to draw a smiley face or a flower, or how to know how to paint the gel perfectly. It's better to know what you're actually putting on the client's nail and what products you're using, because there's such things as monomers and acrylics that aren't what they're supposed to be. There's some acrylics that are toxic for the nails, or there's even monomers that are fake, that they will cause infections, they'll cause burning, they'll cause deteriorating of the nail. So this is why it is a good thing for people to be licensed and go to school, because there's a lot of things that a lot of nail techs that aren't licensed or did not go to school or have that process, there's a lot of knowledge that they're missing. There's a lot of security and trust that you have to go through to be able to, for somebody to trust to cut your cuticles or to even put a buffer or a file to your nail. You have to, it's better to go to school and understand the nail anatomy, what blood vessels we have in the hand. If you don't know certain things like that, and let's say you accidentally cut your client with a file, because sometimes they are sharp, and you give them an infection, you don't know how you did it, you don't know what infection it could be or how it led to it. Like me, I throw away all my implements. Nothing I have is reusable unless it's a polish, one of the brushes that I clean, or my drill. I have little like separate connectors, so I use different ones on everybody and toss the old one out, replace it with the new one. Even with my cuticle pushers, my nail cutters, my nail clippers, those get changed out regularly. Sometimes once a week, if it's a full week. Sometimes I do throw away those metal implements. Sometimes you don't know what's on a client's nail. Maybe they have a cut right here. I don't know if that cut, they got it from an animal, from themselves, from glass. You don't know if it's infected. So if I cut around that area or I mess around that area, there is times where we have barbicide, which we can also use to disinfect products. Sometimes it's okay to throw it away and just replace it. You don't always have to keep those things. You don't. It's better to be safe than sorry. You don't want to give somebody something and regret it. So that's the main advice, is just make sure you are knowledgeable in your products and your service and what you're doing. And that goes for any trade, any hobby, any specialty.
That's a really good point.
Yeah. That's scary when people don't know what they're doing.
Yes, because I heard a lot of scary story behind that.
I have a very scary story. A client, she was my client for a while. She was an older lady. She didn't have a foot, but it's because she went to a nail salon. She got a pedicure. She paid about $150 just for the pedicure. Proceeds to just live her life. In the process of a year, from her big toe got cut off, then her toes, then the infection proceeded. They cut off her ankle, from her ankle went to her, like the middle of her, your shin, and then now she have no knee. They thought that it stopped. Recently, a couple years ago, she had to get a surgery. Now she has, the surgery didn't work really. She is, I think, still here. I hope she is. I haven't checked up on her, unfortunately. But the surgery with the bacteria that she had from the thing that happened on her foot, it opened up the surgery in her chest, and you were able to see her heart and her insides because of a flesh-eating bacteria that she got from going to the nail salon. It never has left her body. So now she is stuck with that constantly. She still trusted me and supported me to do her nails, which I took that as a really big accomplishment, because I would be really scared. She's gone through so much and still trust me as a nail tech, as a nail artist, to be able to do her nails and trust that I'm not going to do that. I really appreciated that. So just knowing what you do, being knowledgeable is a very good thing.
So besides nails art, do you do other stuff like craft or any other arts or painting?
Thank you for asking. I do. Currently, I have this piece behind me. I do love doing art. I do love drawing. I love painting. I love multimedia arts. It has taken me about maybe since October 4th of last year to get to where it's at right now. Only because I have such a busy schedule, it kind of determines on where I'm at in life. I do feel like when I do finish this painting, I'll probably be in a new home, better nail area. Maybe I'll be in a studio. Who knows? But I do feel like whenever I do finish the piece, it'll be somewhere where I can project, and it's like, wow, this piece has been through so much with me, and it's gone through so much. Me painting it white, me painting it blue, painting it yellow, not knowing what background I want, not knowing what color I want the flowers to be. But every day I add a little touch. I'll get it down, I'll look at it, maybe add new details that I didn't think to add before. So it's just kind of my process of how I'm learning and how I'm practicing since I've started kind of living here and doing nails. Hasn't taken that long, but it is a new piece that I have started.
Yeah. But Lekicha, do you think that art is therapeutic and helpful to other people?
I really do think that art is therapeutic and helpful. Art has gotten me through some times that were hard, and sometimes where I was sad, I was able to come up with multiple pieces. Like actually with this piece, I had just had a very, very stressful week. It was my one day that I had to go to sleep early because I had to wake up early the next day. I could not sleep for the life of me. So I came into here, I grabbed the canvas, ripped it out of its plastic, and I just started drawing whatever came to my mind. I have a tattoo that's the same basically as the flower that's in the middle, which I also drew. And thankfully now it's just permanently on me like a big sticker. But I took inspiration from my tattoo, and through just thinking about the good times and being in Puerto Rico, seeing multiple flowers, seeing the blue, seeing how colorful everything looks. And in about an hour, I was able to get the first one that you saw, which was the black and white, where it was just the flowers drawn on. And it had its little details with the swirls and everything. So as my life has gone on and I have time to work on it, it has helped me process what I'm going through in this moment. When every time I touch that painting, I know that either a new milestone has happened or I just need a time to decompress and start drawing and start letting go of things.
So Lekicha, how did you find the inspiration on your designs?
For this one right here. For this one, the inspiration was actually, it was a freestyle set. Bad Bunny has been in Puerto Rico recently, so Puerto Rico has been a hot topic a lot recently. I've heard about Puerto Rico more times than I have probably all year than in the last couple years. So I've really been missing home. If I actually take this one out here and show you it, this is the little frog that's native to Puerto Rico, which is the thing that I also have tattooed on here. So the dominoes are also a big part of Puerto Rico. You'll see people playing dominoes all over the place. With that little frog there also, it just correlates to, I know that if I was to see this anywhere, this reminds me of Puerto Rico. Not just that, but also having the flag with these colors are the new colors of the flag. The other color of the flag was actually the blue that I have on my nail. So Puerto Rico does have two colored flags. Multiple people, it's like the Texas flag. There's the Texas flag and there's the United States flag. But Puerto Rico has two flags that people can't decide which one they want to keep. So they've also done a full-on black flag. But this is also the native flower, which is the hibiscus flower, the flower that I have all over my walls. Again, I added the little frog again as how they would draw it in like the native times. You know, like cave people would draw it on the rocks. That's how it's supposed to be. And then this means the sun. So this little funny looking guy right there, he's just supposed to be a little cute sun. So these nails actually hold a lot of meaning to me because I did it whenever I was missing Puerto Rico the most. I'm so ready to go home, but these nails mean a lot to me, so I have them displayed with all my charms. But the thought process of it is emotions and what's going on, really. What's the vibe? What's the aura of that person when I'm doing somebody else's nails? It's like, if I'm going to do your nails, I'm going to ask you, what's your favorite color? What do you like to do? You say you like to be outside. You like multiple colors. You like glitter. I know that you like fun colors and fun things. So probably if I was to give you a freestyle, depending on what color and what you're dressing that day or what you're going to be doing throughout the week, I'll go ahead and spice it up and give you something that will match with all your clothes, match with your event. That's my favorite thing, is giving you something that you're going to look at it, and when you go to the place that you're going to go, you're going to be like, yeah, like they're part of you. They're part of your outfit. They're something that you want to talk about. You're not talking about me. You're talking about something that made you feel more confident. So usually I get it pretty spot on, but I also don't let anybody leave this table until they like the design. They will be stuck with me until they're like, okay, I like it. Go ahead and put it in the lamp. Once they put it in the lamp, I'm like, okay, I did my job. They like it. Clearly, they have no critiques. So I haven't had any critiques yet. I haven't had somebody be like, I absolutely hate this. So everybody has liked my freestyles and how I see them and what I spit out into their nails. So I appreciate that people are trusting me to just give them what I think is them, basically.
So you throw a lot of questions and learn about the past
Yeah, we have like a maybe 25 to 30-minute consultations whenever I start nails. I just get to, especially if I don't know them, I get to know them. I get asked them their name, where they're from, exactly how you would do an interview. I'm just asking them a whole bunch of questions. Sometimes I can kind of get a vibe off the rip, and I'm like, don't tell me anything. I think I got it.
Closing.
I'm like, I know what I'm doing. What color though? You don't know what color? Don't worry about it. How do you like neons? Do you like brights or do you like pastels? Sometimes they're like, I don't know what color. I'll show you this and show them this, and they're like, I don't know what color I want.
Still.
And I'm like, okay, well, do you like dark colors? What does your closet look like? Do you have a lot of dark clothes? Do you have pastels? Do you have bright clothes? Or do you just wear white and black? That will determine a lot. People that wear white and black, they might get funky nails because it might be the only thing that is colorful. People that wear a lot of colors might get a lot of designs or something really simple, since they're already a lot. They'll get something simple. Unlike me, I'm a lot, and I also want a lot. So it just depends on that person. Everybody's nails is unique to them. That's why when you go to a nail salon, they're giving you the nails that they think is best, and it's gonna be quick.
Yeah, super quick.
It's not, I'm not gonna, I know you want this color and this design and this charm, but how about you just get Frenchies? Thank you, pay $95. Whoa.
Yeah.
You didn't have a conversation with me. You don't know my name. They're there just to work. My job is to make you feel comfortable. Make sure that you, with the environment that you're in, you're allowed to speak up. Tell me, hey, I don't like this.
I don't like this color. Can we do something different? I love that aspect of nails, having that trust in me and being able to conversate with people to get that going.
Do you get a lot of satisfaction out of your work?
No, I don't. I don't get that much satisfaction from my work. I'm my worst critic. My nails might look top of the line to some other people, or they not top of the line, but they might look beautiful to other people. They might look beautiful to the own person that it has them. But in that moment, before they get up, I do like the nails, but there's time where I'm like, oh man, I could have done this better. I could have gone faster doing this. I could have done this. I could have done that. But then again, me as a person, I understand that that's going to happen. Me as a business owner and as an artist, I understand that I'm going to have those critique moments. But at least I'm confident enough to know that I did what I needed to do and I did my job and I gave them something that they're satisfied with, even if I don't like it. Because sometimes it's not about what you like, how you feel. It's going to be about how the other person feels when you're giving them a service. If I give a service that somebody doesn't like, but I like it, they're not going to come back to me. I might have thought that I did the best job ever, but they're not going to come back to me. Now, if I know that, oh man, I didn't do it, and they're like, I love them, they're beautiful, I appreciate you so much for listening and talking to me this entire time, doing my nails, I feel confident. I'm like, oh, okay. I did do a good job. Like, they do appreciate my nails. I'm sorry that I doubted myself, but I think doubt doesn't always have to be a negative thing. Because you can be a critique and you don't have to be satisfied, but it doesn't mean that I don't like my work and that I don't think my work is good. I just think that I can definitely upgrade and do better in a lot of things. Since I've already gotten myself to here, I know I can get myself to better situations. So
you know that you have more rooms to improve yourself.
Yes, I know I have a lot of room. Yes, so maybe in a couple years from now, maybe even a couple weeks, I'll be very satisfied where I'm at. But at the moment, I think I'm in a cool middle ground where I know what I'm doing. I have facts and support behind me. I'm good right now. I'm at a good base level. Maybe in a couple weeks or months, I'm above than where I'm at right now. But I know I won't be lower. So I do know I have that confidence and motivation in my mind.
I can see that.
Yeah. Like I am motivated. I am going to do it. Like my bracelet says, she believed she could, so she did. So I read that every day.
Tell me a little bit of this.
So this bracelet, my mom actually gave it to me. She believed she could, so she did. I do go about it a lot because it's a really good saying. It means a lot. I did believe I could do it, so I did do it. So I love it. This bracelet is actually from a month ago. My girlfriend's cousin unfortunately passed away, and he was really close to me and her. He made me a little best friend bracelet like a couple weeks beforehand. I thought he was good. I was very confident, but obviously there's not a time or a way that I am able to prevent anything. So that's for him. And then this is a bracelet that my grandma made me, which I also just wear because it's just a good little, cute little stack. Nothing too expensive, nothing extra. It's not a Van Cleef or anything like that, but it's something that holds a lot. It means a lot more than that.
Oh.
Yeah.
If you want to be on People on the Block, drop us an email.